Welcome back to Maggie and Perloff. It is always our pleasure to be joined by one of the greatest, Hall of Famer Dan Marino. If we did the whole introduction, Dan, we wouldn't have time left for the interview.
Okay.
Thanks for sitting down with us today. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
You know, I would love to be a fly on the wall, and here on behalf of M&M's, by the way, we'll get into everything going on with your Super Bowl commercial.
Okay.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for conversations you have with Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel, because he is a unique dude.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
Usually it's just stuff in passing and just having fun, but not a lot of football at times. And just he's a fun guy to be around. He likes to make fun of himself and also get along with the players good that way, as far as having a good sense of humor. So he's been great for the team. I really think so.
We talked a lot about the Dolphins this year. To me, the injuries, I mean, that's a significant amount of injuries. I know there's no excuses, but can a team really overcome on both sides of the ball, the offensive line and all the defense?
Well, I mean, that's an excuse, yes, you're right. But up until like the last month of the season, we were fairly healthy and felt like, the team could beat any team in the league.
Yeah.
I felt it was good enough. And then as time went on, you get decimated with injuries and stuff, and you're not the same, and it just didn't work out this year. But I think the team is moving in the right direction, and Mike stays positive all the time, and I think it's great for the attitude of the team.
The Hall of Famer Dan Marino joining us on behalf of M&M's, the Almost Champions Super Bowl commercial, Almost Champions ring.
The ring plus the commercial, yeah.
Amazing.
And it's for all those guys that almost won championships, so we're making fun of ourselves. And Bruce Smith's one of them, Terrell Owens, and then,
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, yes, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson.
I noticed her in the ad.
Yes. Oh, so you did see it then. Okay.
We saw it.
Yes, the custom 14-karat gold ring made with real lab-made diamonds. I mean, you guys are really doing this thing up. Was this something you wanted to sort of embrace, or did they have to convince you to do this and talk about the different
No, I have
ring?
no problem embracing this because, the Super Bowl I was in my career has been over a long time, and you just accept the fact that I didn't win it. But this was cool because it was fun with the players, and the fact that it's in jest and it's M&M's and it's a comfort food. Who doesn't like M&M's, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be fun to do and have fun with it, and we did, and it'll show in the commercial because it's a good one.
Dan Marino sits down to watch a football game on all the nights that we watch football: Thursday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, whatever. If you could watch one quarterback play now, who do you like watching?
I would be wrong in saying that to pick one. I would, there's so many good young players now, with Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, Tua in the AFC, Josh Allen, who am I missing? Herbert, all those guys. I mean, they're fun to watch because they're so talented and they're young and they got great careers ahead of them. So to pick one, I guess if I had to pick one because of how he's playing and how he's been playing the last few years, would be Mahomes, I guess, because he's got Super Bowls and he's going for another one. So it's pretty strong.
It's funny you mentioned a lot of mobile quarterbacks right there. Where does Dan Marino get drafted in the year 2024 with your style of play?
Number one. What else do you think I'm going to say?
I was setting you up to talk about the difference between running quarterbacks and pocket quarterbacks.
But that wouldn't be 27th.
No, everyone made a lot of big mistakes, and they live to regret it. Dan.
But it's funny, people.
There's no doubt. I mean, but when I was younger, I moved well enough. You know what I mean? But as time went on, but nowadays you look at quarterbacks and you would love to have a guy that can do almost anything as far as running the football, but they got to run smart also.
Do you need to have a quarterback who can run? Can you still win with a guy? Because even Brock Purdy took off a little bit this year.
Can
you have a purely pocket passer?
You could do, you definitely can win, and Brady did that just a couple of years ago.
Yep.
So and he did it at 44 years old. So you definitely can do it. I think it just gives you more advantage if you have a quarterback similar. No one's going to be Lamar Jackson, but similar to him, where he does have explosive plays.
Dan Marino is joining us, the Hall of Famer, on behalf of the M&M's. You got the Almost Champions ring, along with Bruce Smith and Terrell Owens. You also have the Super Bowl commercial, which is really cool. You just mentioned Brady. There was maybe an alternate universe where only a couple things go differently, where he's playing for the Miami Dolphins. I mean, that could have happened. Would that have been, exactly what Miami needed, or was the avenue with Tua and how he's grown with McDaniels, was that the way it should have been?
I wasn't a real big part of all that, and after the fact, obviously, it didn't work out the way the Dolphins wanted it to. The way it should have been is the way it's been, I think.
Yep.
And you kind of go from there. So it's a tough call because things happened, during that time.
So Tua now, it's kind of a crossroads. Here we are, and he's on the verge of, well, we're not exactly sure what. If he signed a contract extension, it could be the highest contract the Miami Dolphins have ever given to a player. Would you feel comfortable giving him, say, $200 million?
I wish I could say that was my decision. I think they should pay him, but it's not my decision. So I'd rather not really comment on that, other than the fact that he's a very good player. He's played really well. He's the #1 passer in the league. Bunch of touchdowns this year. We just didn't win that playoff game or get deep into the playoffs. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of discussion about him, getting paid a lot of money.
All right, your former coach, Don Shula, all-time wins leader. Bill Belichick, handful of games behind him, but is not getting a coaching job this year. How important is Shula's record, do you think, both to the Miami Dolphins family, and do you think that what you know of Bill Belichick, is he going to try to find a job so he can break it?
I think that obviously he's trying to find a job.
Yeah.
So not necessarily break the record, but just win games. And Coach Shula, I think it's important to him. It's important to the Miami Dolphins, and what our history and what we've done. Undefeated team, the winningest coach of all time, a couple Super Bowls. That's important to us as a group. It really is.
Hall of Famer Dan Marino, just a few more minutes. If you had Tyreek Hill as a receiver when you were playing, finish that statement.
Well, we could have had a lot of fun together.
I bet.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, the thing to me, he could catch it 5 yards past the line of scrimmage and be gone, and throw it long. Is he the most valuable non-quarterback offensively around right now?
Yeah, if you see the numbers he puts up, it's he's a terrific player. The best part is he works hard all the time. He's a leader. All those things that you want in a player. It's Tyreek.
For some people, having a Super Bowl commercial would be, one of the highlights of your life. You've done so many things. Does this still give you a thrill, or you've done so much, Dan?
Yeah, everything. When you're doing this kind of commercial, it's a Super Bowl. 200 million people are watching. It's with guys that I know. It's a fun thing. You're making fun of yourself, and it's in a way that's lighthearted. So it's great. I enjoy it.
I have an issue with your product, though. Peanut butter M&Ms. I opened
peanut butter, yeah. That's the peanut. That's what the ring's made out of.
Yeah, I open one of these. I'm going to eat both these bags in 30 seconds.
Go ahead,
I cannot stop. No. I'll open it. My mouth will be full. I have to wait till after the interview.
You can go to mnms.com/Super Bowl. That's where you can see this really cool ad. And Dan, it's always our pleasure to be able to talk with you. Thank you so much. We'll tell Boomer you said hi.
All right, tell him I said hi.
Thank you.